they giving out some time out here, man. Y'all better be careful. Watch how y'all move. Casanova, rapper from Brooklyn. I kind of call him a social media rapper because honestly, if I wasn't on social media these last few years, I wouldn't know who he was. He kind of got famous a couple years ago on the internet. Never really had any big records that was like big popular that I could even recall. Did a couple. He was discovered by Memphis Bleak. He was under Rock Nation for a while. He had he had some people that was behind him. He got to perform with a lot of people. He got to open up for some people. He had a buzz, and he just happened to be involved with the streets. You know what I mean? Running with these blood gangs, untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation. So he's been locked up for a minute. Had just gotten to some issue a couple weeks ago in prison. And as of today, they just sentenced him to 188 months in prison. That's 15 years. That's a long time. You know what I mean? And he's 36. This isn't no, it's no perfect age to go to jail. It's no perfect time to go to jail. But his whole career and your life just over. Like, you're done. You're done. There's nothing that you can. What plans can you make? What future do you have? 36 years old and you're finished. Forget about this rap career. Just what are you doing with your life? They're giving out time out here. Bobby Shmurda's doing interviews. He just came home a year ago. Don't agree with some of his ways and whatnot, but at least he's staying out of trouble. You see what they did to Tax Tone, the podcaster, had the whole issue with Troy Ave. I mean, the whole time, Tax has got 35 years. And he's only like less than 40. And he's looking kind of frail in there right now behind in prison too. I'm like, man, this dude had Charlemagne in his back pocket. He was doing shows in London. He had the podcast game on Smash, and he just took the ball and dropped it. Because just like Casanova, like a lot of times that mentality, you can't take the hood out of people. You can take them out the hood, but can't take the hood out of them because some of these cats just still feel like they got something to prove. If you can move smart and stay out of trouble, you'll be fine. But in Tax situation, he still thought he was in East New York on Alabama Avenue. He was out here trying rappers and beefing with people online and just doing the most. And Casanova, it ain't no different. It's no different, man. I'm like, when are y'all gonna learn? If you one of the few people that's fortunate to make it out the hood, stay out. You know what I mean? It's not that difficult. You got to cut off a couple people that you deal with, but stay out. So they go back to Casanova, who's facing up to 60 years, but he was sentenced to 15 years, so he actually got a deal. I guess 15, you do the math, 15 is better than 60, but sheesh. 60, that's like life. I mean, he's 30-something years old. It's 36, let's be honest. And they go on to say the U.S. attorney says, Caswell Sr., that's Casanova, is not just a notorious recording artist, but also a high-profile leader of a vicious street gang and a magnet for gang violence. At the crowded Miami house party, he personally fired a gun that seriously injured and could have killed the victim, exciting a shootout. Oh, so he did some Sean type shit. Damn. Further Senior. And by the way, man, remember when Sean shot that lady in the face? Niggas was running around for 10 years screaming, "Free Sean." I'm like, hold up, he shot a woman in the face. What if that was your mom, your girl, your daughter? You're like, come on, man, we gotta be real. We gotta stop it, man. But anyway, he shot somebody inside the shootout. Further today, sentence along with other significant sentences that might have been imposed in the case shows once again that gang life is not worth it and it will lead to many years in prison. Now, he pled guilty to racketeering and narcotics back in January, and his role with the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation Bloods. That's a long gang affiliated title, man. Untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation Bloods gang. As part of his guilty plea, the 36-year-old told prosecutors he played a role in a 2020 July Florida shooting and a New York robbery in 2018. And he admitted he trafficked over 100 kilos of that kush. Damn. He was just in there ratting. he telling everything. He trying to, hey, when you go from 60 to 15, you had to give up something. Cass was one of the 18 members that were indicted in December 2020 for criminal charges. After surrendering himself to authorities, he initially maintained his innocence after pleading not guilty. Exactly. Then when he seen that they was gonna give his ass 60 years, that's when he started squealing. Uh, his co-defendant, Donnie Love, was sentenced to 20 years and 8 months. His leadership role, he was responsible for ensuring many roles following the gang's rules. Basically, was like his capo. But yeah, unfortunate, man. Not even surprised. They giving time out here, man. They not playing. These white guys will bang that gavel and then go play golf when you sitting in prison looking crazy. Man, take it easy. That's all I can say. But let me know what y'all think about Casanova and Tax. If y'all know about Tax, man. Like that Tax, man, we seen that coming. Because I was a fan of Tax Tone in that podcast. But the way he was moving, I wasn't surprised at all that he ended up where he's at. Because he never mentally escaped his block. He was still out here acting like he was in the street. And he got what he got. 35 years. Psh, man, I don't know how y'all doing it. But let me know what y'all think. I'm out.